Why can't you be a poet like your dad? All this talk of farming is nothing but a fad. You should stick to rhyming couplets and sonnets, good or bad. Forget this farming nonsense if you've any sense, me lad. If the neighbours ever found out about this, they'd think we'd all gone mad. Why can't you be a poet like your dad? But Dad, I got the farming bug for sure, and there is no known cure. There are hardships to endure, but it's a life that's true and pure, with the irresistible allure of silage and manure. I want to be a farmer, I've never been so sure. For your father and his father before him, the old poetry was a living, though he had to scrape and scrim, wore our fingers to the bone, stuck it out through thick and thin. That's not good enough for you, you'll know you've got this farming whim. But Dad, farming's in my soul, agriculture is my role, milking cows my goal, helping horses foal, digging spuds out of a hole. I want to be a farmer, it's the new rock and roll. Whatever put this stupid farming notion in your head? You've been watching too much telly, that's what your mother said. And those dirty farmers' weeklies she found hidden underneath your bed, and those filthy farming DVDs you keep locked up inside the shed. Forget this farming nonsense, be a poet instead. But Dad, I'll take gold and corn and sow it. O'er ploughed fields I will throw it, with fertilizer I will grow it. In the winter I will hoe it, in the summer I will mow it. But I could never be a poet. In my heart of hearts I realise it. And you believe in all the hard work to your poor brothers and me, trudging down to the Sligo Literary Festival to read poetry for a miserable fee, and those bloody John F. Kennedy lectures at Harvard University, while you're prancing around like a prat in some fancy pigsty with shaggot to your knees. Forget this farming nonsense, please. But Dad, I don't want to be a poet or a singer or an actor. I want to make my living sitting up upon a tractor and injecting sickly dry cows with anabolic prophylactor. And the women that you get, that is another factor. With a John Deere baseball hat and willy boots I will attract her. I want to be a farmer, it's a sex factor. Whatever makes you think you make a living off the land, this woolly talk of sheep and cows, it's all very grand, but there's no Arts Council grants for working with your hands. Why can't you be a poet like a real man? But Dad, I want to stride through the fields with my dog and gun, with sheep and pigs and hens, and an orchard would be fun, where I could walk among long dappled grass and pluck till time and tides are done, the silver apples of the moon, the golden apples of the sun. If that's the sort of thing you want, son, I won't stand in your way. And if this farming lark works out, you might get rich one day. And when you're standing there in your great big farmer's boots, don't be too proud to say, I might be a farmer now, but I come from genuine, humble poetry roots.